to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
That is the first thing
that you've welded?
I have ever welded.
I thought you welded those tree things with your dad.
I have oxyacetylene.
But that's different.
Yes, I have not MIG.
You have them because you had you bought the welder.
Yes, when the welder was on sale, it's like one of those all-in-one 110, 220 doodads.
Yeah,
it's
110, 120, whatever it takes.
I unwrapped it from its box, but I had not had
a project or a reason.
Thing. And he gave me shit when he handed it to me. He's like, well, if you're going to unwrap it and get the shit out, you should do it because I need kindling.
So I want to know, did you do any other sort of practice-y things before you welded that guy?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of temperature differences and steel differences. And
so
it's complicated, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So I have Emily's from when the Jeep was here, her Jeep. Yeah. So in working on it when the engine blew, I had to take off the stinger, which is like a front bull bar doodad.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't bolted on? You had to cut it off?
No, it was bolted on, but I just had to take it off in order to get at the engine for whatever reason. And she, found another Ukrainian friend to take the Jeep to.
Right.
That was going to give her a deal on a motor swap and then do all the work. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I had put it in the front yard, and I'm like, yeah, when you need the rest of the stuff that I have, just let me know. And then when the Jeep's running, just drive on back up here, and I'll put the stinger back on. And she was like, oh, all right. Well, the Jeep went from that shop to a backyard to the guy that was a friend of a friend of a friend that was going to handle it. And I think in 2 hops, it was a untackleable thing. And
that's sad.
The Jeep just got given or donated or scrapped. I can't remember what.
It got fuck it.
And it was, it was probably a year later where it occurred to me, oh, fuck, I still have the stinger.
So you used that to weld on?
So I polished off like the oxidized coating.
Yeah.
And I turned on the thing. I'm like, I guess it's about this thick. Went to here, went, okay. Well, it makes sparks and it melts shit. So was it, we're talking like 1.5 inches long. I'm like, well, it's going to do a thing. Fuck it.
You're not welding something that is going to be on a car or it needs...
No, it's not. It's just a thing. Yeah. So it's just a tool. So I was like...
That's a good learning thing.
I don't know. And I just had it in 110. So I'm like, I don't want to get too far into the weeds here. Tomorrow, I'm going to my dad's tomorrow. So if this... I just... Fuck it. I just moved the bull bar, the stinger aside and set up the bit and the shank and just
went on it.
I'll just keep going until...
You have 220 here, though, I assume.
I do. It's in the back. At least for access, the spa. I could have taken the welder and the thing to the...
But what about where the washer and dryer is?
On the other side of the wall, and it's a real short doodad. I don't have 1 or 220.
Is your dryer gas or is it electric?
The dryer is gas. Ooh.
So it's available there.
I think we have a plug.
Yeah, I
don't think it's plugged in.
You probably have it. Like we have a gas dryer, but we have a 220 outlet there that we don't use.
Yes, it's gas. Yes, it is gas.
Yeah.
But
they give you the option.
I'm sure there's 220, but the pigtail wouldn't...
it wouldn't reach
the
that
lead
far.
On the... Yes, it would.
And they probably don't want a lead that far anyway.
Right. I could not have closed the door. No, I would have been inside the house with a fucking welder. And it's a flux chorus. It's no gas. I don't have gas, so there's fucking spatter all over the place. So I just sent it. I'm like, I think this is too cold. I don't think I'm doing this right, but also it's hardened steel, so I had a fucking propane torch out here, like trying to heat up the steel, and I like dialed up the voltage a little bit, but I'm like, well, I don't want to start tripping breakers by going too hot, so I just kept rotate.
What's the
line it?
I don't know much about welders, but what's the max amperage draw on that guy at 110?
I don't know the top of my head, but it's probably somewhere near 30, which would then
most
trip
home.
Right.
Yeah, they're most are 15, right?
15 ideally, I would have just, if I'd have had like a welding table, like a small thing, I would have just walked out and just turned, and then not worried about anything else in the house, and just started fucking around in the backyard with it right there.
Sure.
But I was like, I kind of just, I don't need, this should work. And then I mean,
you only know when your dad tries it out.
Right. And that's the thing. So I got him, in case I fucked it up, I bought him a spare bit that actually has like a 1/4-inch impact.
Yeah, like a locking detent thing.
Detent thing. So he's not hosed. But if this works, he can use his 3/8 and 100% ugga-dugga any fucking piece of oak into kindling that he wants. And I did a thing. I would love to start fucking with other things.
You want to fuck with other things?
But I don't have any material to.
You just start welding I'm gonna weld the fridge shut today.
I had a fucking great time
for the 10 minutes that you did it.
I got a nice helmet.
I know, despite the one I got you that was fucking broken. Damn it.
It does like the auto sensing tint.
Yeah,
and
that's amazing that it's fast enough to not scorch you.
So I put it on, I get it all situated, and I'm fucking with the settings. I'm like, yeah, but how do I know it's gonna do the thing?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just, if push comes to shove,
I'll just squint.
I'll just like right as I hold the trigger, I'll just like, and just if it doesn't work, then I don't blind myself. And I have all the settings set up, and I turn the fucking welder on, and I'm like, okay, I mean, fuck it. Wait. And then I turned it off, and I just grabbed one of the LED flashlights, and I just whoop right in front of the thing, and it got dark as sin. And I went, oh shit.
Damn.
Okay, it worked.
That's impressive.
And then it was, so then I'm like, well, I have no idea what's going to happen here.
Yeah, how close do I need to be?
And I'm watching it, and
so does it feed metal out the tip?
Yeah, it feeds the flux core wire right out the All right. And it on the stinger where I polished it off, had the nice ground. It just it looked like shit because I definitely wasn't running hot enough. But I was like, well, it's not no big deal.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a fucking deal.
Right.
And so I was like, well,
you're not building a crane.
I would have loved to have seen like this perfect, but I'm like, one, I don't know how
stacking dimes, baby.
I don't know how thick.
I don't think it was big enough to stack dimes.
Not on 110. Yeah. But I was like, oh,
that's fun.
Fucking sweet. All right.
I know very little about welding other than what I see on YouTube. Really. I know that my little brother, I had gotten him a job at a previous employment, and he got asked to do a lot of different stuff. And one of those jobs was I swear I don't know what he was welding, but there we have like a bunch of our like trade show booth stuff was stored in this like barn that was nearby. And he was over there welding underneath something and not using a welding mask. And so he would be like, close the eyes and and then he ended up sunburning his eyes. Through his eyelids. Yeah. Which I didn't even know that was possible. He ended up like his eyes were like bright red, and he had to go to the hospital and shit. Oh yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could sunburn your eyes.
Oh, it's. Do you remember what was it? The Mighty Car Mods? I think when they were doing their Kuala Lumpur thing, they were getting their exhaust done, and they're in some. Was it Singapore, Thailand?
Yeah, whatever.
With the cars on the lift, the guy's doing the exhaust, and he's just straight up looking.
Oh my god!
Right at it.
I didn't even think I noticed.
And they kind of like pull the camera back, and Marty or Moog's like, do you want a mask? Do you want to?
That's funny.
Are you gonna put a helmet on? He's like, nah, I'm good. And you're like, dude, I don't know how old you are, but you got about 2 years of your eyes left before.
Oh yeah,
someone's giving you a cane.
Well, he learned his lesson, and I don't know how much experience he had with welding prior.
Yeah.
Or how much welding he had ever done in his life. My brother Scott. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he learned his lesson. So
it was
it's funny. Like when growing up, you didn't use PPE. Like no one.
No.
People. I mean, if you were a welder, you might have the gloves and the front thing. Yeah. And if you were a professional welder, you definitely wore a mask.
Yes.
But if you were just Joe guy in your garage, masks and gloves and helmets, those, no one cared.
My dad, I do wonder, I'll have to ask my dad tomorrow, because, my grandfather worked at Southwest Marine in Southern California, working on cruise ships, turbines.
Wow.
Dredging.
That's big metal shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big metal stuff. And my dad and one of my uncles did do that for a time as well. Yeah. And that's how he transitioned his job to work at the state, teaching metal fab. But I wonder the stepping of PPE from what kind of stuff
back then?
Yeah, what was Grandpa wearing?
Yeah.
Did he, what was it? And how does that Now, I'm working at the state, everything has to be above board, so you're not really taking too many risks.
Yeah.
And certainly the inmates would not have been taking risks.
Now, I do have experience with being around welding. Mm-hmm. I just never welded myself, and I don't know much about it. My adopted dad's father owned a business in Huntington Beach, and it was called VS Engineering. Mm-hmm. And they made hammer mill hammers.
Okay.
You know what a hammer mill is?
Yeah.
They made the hammers that went inside the hammer mill and the screens that went around the outside that the hammer mill grounded up until it fit through the screen.
Oh.
And they had a patented welding metal compound that they used.
Okay.
For their hammer mill edging welds and stuff.
Okay. So
the shop in Huntington Beach there had 6-8 bays of welders. And the guys all had like their shit. They had their bay and they had all their shit was hanging up. So like the professional, like I said, the professionals were PPE'd for sure.
Oh yeah.
There it is. And I was rarely ever there when they were welding. I was a little kid. But like being around welding, like after he left that business and after the business closed and stuff, it's never been like, there's never been an opportunity to be around somebody who even owned a welder or was into doing welding. You know what I mean? So it's such a niche thing, I think.
I think the hardware itself to do that was also like one of those gatekeeping things.
It was expensive, especially back then.
You're like, well, a Miller or a Lincoln, you're looking at $1,500, probably even more. You go back maybe 6 years or so, even just about 6 years or so, and you're like, even as a hobby, I can't get into. That's a huge ass fucking commitment. You know, that's nowadays you could spend under $200 and get something like I got.
Yeah.
You catch a good Black Friday sale or Amazon Prime Day, and you could have something that does flux core MIG, gas MIG, stick, and a fucking plasma. If you could hook it up to it's a little crazy, or TIG.
And I mean, I don't even know the difference between those. Like,
oh,
I literally don't know. Like, I hear people talk about TIG and MIG, and you know, I see people welding with sticks,
right?
And you know, they're like holding the stick and like doing the whole, you know, and then some of them have like a feeder where the metal comes out the tip of the welder, and then some of them, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. And I don't know what the difference between MIG and TIG, and they say this is better than this, but this is also harder to learn. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, I just want to put two pieces of metal together, baby.
And it's interesting, and I think it would be fun to try it. Like maybe I should take a little welding class or something at the local JC or something.
Take it at Sierra. My dad has spoken highly. He worked with at the state. A number of those guys also taught the classes at Sierra.
Okay.
And when I would kick around, like, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
He will tell me repeatedly, we'll go take one over at Sierra.
Right.
Like, I know the guys that used to.
What's it going to cost you?
Yeah.
$50 or something? I don't know.
But he will... If I even hint at like, man, I had a good time. You should go take a class over at Sierra. Okay, Dad.
I understand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's not, I got it.
I mean, you know, you would find out real quick if like, oh shit, this is, I don't know if this is even for me.
Yeah. I think there's we've just talked episodes back about like body data. Like there is a voltage and amperage and a feed rate setting for every type of metal. So if you can understand that there's metallurgy going on,
right,
and that, oh, well, this didn't do exactly what I wanted, you just turn some knobs and eventually you get exactly. It's not like picking up a piece of chalk and writing on a chalkboard. This is, I have two pieces of wood and I need to glue them together, and you go looking for rubber cement. And the rubber cement like stuck, but it didn't really work. So you did, 3M heavy duty tape, and it stuck together, but it didn't really. And eventually, you find the wood glue, and you're like, oh, what? I think welding, given the gases that are involved and the feed rates and the amperage, you're just looking for, okay, there's trial and error.
Yeah.
You're not, I just did it this afternoon. You're not going to get it right the first, second, or the time that you just said close enough.
Right.
But if you, I think a class like that, where a teacher is going to be like, we're using 3/8 carbon steel.
Well, that's the thing is there's so much jargon involved.
Yeah.
There's so many talking points when I watch videos about welding.
Yeah.
Or people that are not necessarily videos about welding, but videos that are about something else that have welding in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they spew out things that like, that doesn't mean shit to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I understand it's metal, and
right,
we're just melting two things together to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I get all that shit, but like, I don't, your jargon throws me like, it's too hot, or it's too this, or it's too that for this. And I don't, I would need someone like a teacher at Sierra.
Sure.
To like, let's ease you in. We're lubing the tip a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I would need, is to have that sort of like you came in here and you didn't know anything, and here's the talking points and how to understand them.
Yeah.
And what they mean. You know?
I think it would be interesting.
Yeah.
I know some of the stuff with zero application talent. So it would be like, okay, you're going to absolutely run me over. One, I don't know the difference between a lot of different steel types.
Right.
I know there are, or aluminum types. And
right.
when would I be doing this as opposed to that? And
well, and then also you got like argon gas that's fed to the tip.
Right.
And then also you backfill argon gas for the inside so shit doesn't corrode on the inside.
Yeah.
It's just, there's so much to it.
Hashtag thanks, Turbo Yoda.
You know what I mean?
I learned some. Oh, yeah. Yeah. First high, yes. But it's all,
it's interesting.
I kind of look at it a lot like, this is over summer, I think we maybe pancakes. Trying to make fluffy pancakes when you're like starting to tweak what leavening things are you going to do to make a fluffy pancake?
I could see that.
And it's like, well, baking soda, baking powder, or should I just whip up egg whites and then fold in my batter? You move that needle or remove things entirely until you, and now I'm going to make a pancake.
All right. So I was going to have a different analogy, and I was hoping you were going here.
Okay.
I understand the analogy.
Okay.
But what I was going to say was kind of more of the early days of 3D printing.
Yes.
Right. You've got all these variables. You got the tip of the heat of the tip. You got the heat of the plate. You've got what material you're using.
Oh, yes. It is 100%.
All this shit.
That is a perfect example.
Yeah, all these things going on at the same time, and you've got to, like, somehow figure out why the shit's popping up off the table.
Yes.
And, like, it seems like they have worked all those kinks out depending on what kind of printer you get nowadays.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's consistency in the filament.
I would hear you and Toast have conversations about 3D printing and using glue sticks on the fucking table and like getting it to stay stuck, and then pictures of like a print gone awry where it's just a plate of spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
That, a colored spaghetti all over the place. Oh shit. There goes a half a roll of filament that I just lost.
Yes.
Those kind of things. And that's how I see welding. Welding is very similar. You've got two pieces that you're putting together, and you've got to figure out the right temperature and voltage
and speed. Yeah.
And you got to use the right filament. And do you need gas? There's a bunch of recipe things involved in getting that right. And it confuses me.
Oh yeah.
It's very much like a dark art to me because I've never done it.
It's I could see. Yeah. I mean, yes.
Yeah. And same with 3D printing. I've never printed anything.
But if you could take a class, would you?
Yeah, I'd be interested in doing it. I've thought about it several times. I mean, shit, now if Chandler can 3D print stuff at the rate that he's printing stuff nowadays on his printer, anybody could do that shit now.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like the manufacturers of the 3D printers have like really got it settled.
Oh yeah.
But that's not saying the same for welding. Is 100% like a custom thing. It's not print. It's not just print. It's you're holding the thing and you've got to do the setup properly. Yeah. So it's.
I was having a conversation with one of he used to be an employee for Venus's dad. He used to do our pest control service.
Yeah.
And he was dropping off his Christmas cookie tins so that we'll refill them.
Oh.
A very nice gentleman. He's a former PGA pro.
Oh, really?
With only one working eye.
Wow.
Very talented. He is one of the just coolest cats. Like, if you were going to take golf lessons, this is the guy to, like, he's just super awesome. We were talking about, because I had I didn't know he was coming, so I had the welder out and the cables and the leads and the parts, and I was like psyching myself up, like fucking it. I'm just gonna have to start turning.
Just have to do it.
All right. And he walks up and he's like, "Hey, what you got going?" And he was looking at the tools and stuff like that. And he's like, "Well, what is this?" I explained to him what I was doing, and he was talking about there is a small business. I believe he said it was out of Rancho Cordova that does. It's just a single guy, and I think his son might be helping him out, like as a journeyman. But he metal fabs most of the pest control tanks that are used on the backs of trucks. So pressure capable holding liquid, tanks. And he, God damn it, what was the name of I can't remember the name of the shop. But, he puts his sticker. He did all of Venus's dad's tanks, to the best of my knowledge, and trailers. A very, very talented fabricator, Jim said. He's like, I was up at some place doing a job, and the gentleman who was a former engineer at NASA, like, came out as I was winding up the hose and saw the tank and made a comment that the welds on the tank were like, that guy could get qualified to do NASA stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like a huge compliment. He took the card. I couldn't tell you why. But that led us into like an offshoot about how the hands-on trades are starting to be a thing where there aren't a lot of skillful upcomers to fill the gaps of what would be our generation and above to do the things. Like, the tools can get easier, but the understanding of a lot of the things that make you apprehensive are really only known by someone who's done the thing. The institutional tribal knowledge of someone that has put two pieces of metal together to then tell someone. And that, I'm like, I still enjoy, like, putting hands in the shit kind of thing.
Yeah.
We have this, but it was it was a good conversation because we're both not poo-pooing the generation under us. The times have just changed.
Right.
When technology or pastimes or the job market transitions into things that require keyboards and mice, or a giant robotic stamp machine that does the weldings to remove human error, well, then why would there be an interest in an occupation that seems like the machines are doing it?
Right.
So why I'm gonna take a coding class instead because software, apps, it seems more a thing. So it was interesting that we were both like, more people should put their hands on the tools and make the things, but also not necessarily admonishing the generation under us because they're not doing it. The fact is, occupations have just shifted away from doing shit with your hands.
Yeah.
And that led us into a conversation about cursive and handwriting and how, they don't really teach that anymore. And so
that's true.
You ever looked at your kid's handwriting or asked them to write a letter, or something? It probably looks like someone ham-fisting a crayon.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I think
it's weird.
we had that funny. I think we had that conversation at Friendsgiving. I think it was with Argonaut.
Oh.
I was like, have you seen Mariah Derlin's signature? And he was like, oh. And I'm like, I'm going to go get a piece of paper and tell my son to go sign it. And then we poked fun. But, even Piper's isn't necessarily stellar. And she was just on that fringe of getting some handwriting, I think.
Yeah.
But they said Jason and Jenny, I think, both said the same thing. It's like, yeah, they, when they're not teaching it, it's not much of a thing.
Yeah, nowadays you'd be hard pressed to find anyone who teaches that at all.
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school and also worked with a pizzeria. Ended up being the best man at my wedding. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But this dude, Jeff, was in some local punk bands and stuff. And like music was his whole bag. But ended up getting booted out of one of the bands that he was in.
Okay.
And was kind of listing a bit like, well, what am I doing? Ended up in Santa Cruz and needed a job. Got a job sweeping floors at like a welding facility, just cleaning up. And then that turned into learning how to do welds and welding and getting trained and becoming a welder there. He started his own business in Grass Valley, not far from my office, called Brew Built. And they make brewery quality, like small brewery quality brewing
stills.
The big stainless steel tanks. I've been to his facility a couple of occasions and walked through there and seen the stuff and the welds those guys are putting on there, because it's all hand built stuff. It looks like it could be made by a machine.
Oh, wow.
It's impressive. Very impressive. And my understanding is that they do, like, they're like always backlogged. People are always trying to buy equipment or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's impressive, like, to see him go from that to now here we are, 35 years later or whatever. And now he's got this company where he manufactures in a big, pretty good sized warehouse with dudes that make brewing equipment, like full on stuff that wouldn't even fit in this studio. You know what I'm saying? Very impressive. I really enjoy. And then we had a couple coworkers that were trying to get into brewing. And so I was like, yeah, you should go meet my friend Jeff. So we went and talked to, I went with him and introduced him to Jeff, and they were like picking his brain. What should we get? Should we, because obviously this is bigger than what we need.
Right.
And he's like, and he gave him some advice, because they were looking into like starting their own beer stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was many years ago, but anyway,
a microbrew.
But it's fascinating to see him go from sweeping floors to learning how to weld. Yeah. And then now he has his own company making brewery equipment that's well known and that people want. It's the coolest shit. And it's gorgeous. Like stuff you don't want to hide away. It's all beautiful stainless steel. Very impressive. Very impressive. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting.
That's crazy.
I always forget about that.
Yeah.
But he's off Idaho, Maryland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonkers. I mean, it's so weird. So weird.
Santa Cruz back to Grass Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, he lives somewhere in Grass Valley, and he's at Brew Built all the time.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
You got anything? No?
I mean, I haven't been out of the house much. Honestly, Sunday, like, I'll tell you what, I've been progressively getting better every day, like literally small percentages better.
Yeah.
Sunday, man, I hit this wall, and
like an energy wall? Like you just
yeah, like I didn't have any energy. I had a headache all day. My wife's like, do we need to take you to the
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, man, it's just, I don't feel right. And it's like partway through the day, she finally got it. Like, you don't seem like you're doing
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good at all.
Yeah.
Very low energy day, but I don't have a lot because I haven't been doing anything.
Did it go away by Monday? Or
I felt better Monday. I felt pretty good today.
Yeah.
And then I hit like
Well, you're welcome.
late afternoon. Yeah. Late afternoon, and I had a coughing fit for like 45 minutes.
Today?
Yeah, like just on my way here.
Oh.
I mean, it started at home, and I was hacking at home, and then on my way here, I'm hacking and sitting down, I'm still hacking. I'm like, Jesus, I'm just.
How's the sleep?
I slept terrible last night.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
absolutely terrible. I laid there for a long time with my eyes closed, just waiting. Like, let's go. How come I'm not sleeping? And then I would fall asleep and wake up, and then just lay there again.
Yeah.
Terrible sleep last night. I woke up this morning and I felt okay, but I was just I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, I think Sunday I took a nap for maybe an hour and a half or something like that, midday.
It was funny you mentioned naps because, the 50 birthday comes with all kinds of old person jokes, and the Venus's dad sent me a thing on my birthday, and he was like, "I hope I'm not interrupting your nap."
Yeah,
and I think my mother-in-law Mary sent something like, something about the naps. Hope you're having fun in between your naps. I'm one of I like naps. Do naps mess with you in any way?
It depends on the length of the nap.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. I can nod off for any length of time and come wake up, be like right as rain.
Okay.
Venus is 100% not that way. In fact, I think a lot of times she will struggle and be overtired to not take a nap because her window of feeling okay after a nap is so small that she would just rather not do it, because if it's too long, if she wakes up and it's like, I shouldn't have done this, her head may hurt, or it didn't assuage whatever stress or tiredness she had. Now she's more tired and she doesn't feel like her window of that is.
So is she like more of a short nap person, like 15 minutes or something?
I think it honestly, it depends.
Oh.
Like, and I think that's why a lot of times she's
because she doesn't know.
If it's not on a timer and we go too long, it's all bad. Take it easy.
I understand that, because if my nap is if I take a nap and it's too long, I wake up foggy.
Yeah.
Very kind of discombobulated, a little disoriented.
Yeah.
And foggy, and just like, this isn't how I felt when I was tired. Yeah. But I didn't feel out of sorts.
Yeah.
But then if the nap's short enough, you can wake up and feel like refreshed.
Yeah.
And what I mean by short enough, maybe like between 10 and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after at that point, I would wake up and be like, oh, I feel kind of refreshed.
I wonder sometimes for me, it's very, because I've never really poked at something like narcolepsy, but I could be sitting on the couch. It could be 8:30, 7:30, 8:30, and watching something like passively, and like the eyelids, and it could be something I'm interested in, and so I'm watching it, and
it's holding your attention.
I'll boop, and it might, and like I'll struggle with it, like the eyelids are heavy, like I should just it's way too early to go to bed, but holy shit, it feels like someone is pulling my eyelids down. Like, just, come on, boy, just go. And I'll fight it. And then I'll find myself, like, the head will just nod back. And usually it's a, and I'll either hear myself snore, or I'll be like, oh man, I don't really mean, what did I just miss on the TV? And I'll look, and someone will be looking at me like, you were fucking sleeping. You were snoring. I'm like, God damn it. And it may have been 3 minutes.
Or less.
It's like it's a blink. But I was definitely out enough to be snoring.
Yeah.
And then it's done. Like, I'm no longer tired.
Oh.
It's
so when you come back, you're done.
It's like, oh yeah, okay.
Weird.
It's like the light went off, went on,
and now you're refreshed.
And it's refreshed. It is and what's so weird about it is I will spend 15 to 20 minutes like fighting. I can't believe I'm about to pat. It's what the fuck? I can't.
There's almost like a dishonor in falling asleep like that,
right?
Yes.
And it's like, oh man. But I'm watching the show, and it's, God, this what fight it.
Yeah.
It's not like an instantaneous I'm tired. It's like I'm struggling for 10 minutes to like keep, and then I will nod off. And then finish the show.
That's
and
hilarious.
it's like I wasn't tired at all. Like, why did I nod off? I can't.
I can be real tired and watch TV and not want to fall asleep. Not have I'm interested in the thing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that typically I don't fall asleep watching television like that.
Yeah.
There are times where it happens where I'm really fucking tired.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh, and then I got to go to bed. And I'm not saying I don't fall asleep. I do. I fall asleep. But like, I'm just like, if I'm fighting it that hard, just go to bed, you know? And I will. Sometimes I'll just be like, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I know we're watching a show.
I'm done.
I can't keep my eyes open. I'm exhausted, and I'm just going to go to bed. Or whatever.
I have. Sometimes I wonder if it's the couch or the posture of the couch, because I will be in that headspace. I'll be like, it's 9:30 or 10, and I'm nodding off like, Jason, just go to bed. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, you know what? My body's telling me it's tired. I'm done.
Yeah.
Turn off the TV, walk up, brush my teeth, get into bed, and be wide awake.
Oh, you fucked yourself.
Yeah. And it was like, what?
Yeah.
I was passing the fuck out on the couch. It has not been 5 minutes. All I did was get up, PJs, brush teeth, hit the sack.
And now you can't go to sleep.
And now I'm sitting like, well, now I've got to work on breathing and just, and, you know, but I will not, you would think, you're done.
I mean,
if the party's over.
I don't want to throw my wife under the bus, but it's not uncommon for her. She does get up earlier than I do.
Yeah.
But it's not uncommon for her to like lose the battle on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
While we're watching a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's funny to me because she'll crash and we're watching a show that we're both invested in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hear the snore happen. So I look over. All right. Is she really? All right. She's
out.
And I'll pause the show. And then I'll just sit there and she'll be like, huh? And she'll wake up. Like, if the show had kept going, she never would have woken
she would
up.
have passed out. Yeah. Yeah,
but as soon as you pause it and it gets quiet, what? I wasn't asleep. Bro, you were snoring. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
But like, don't miss the show because you are too proud to admit that.
Yeah, it's okay to
It's fine.
Yeah.
So that happens quite a bit. And then there are times where she crashes hard enough that I can like pause the show, get out of whatever app we're in on the Apple TV, launch the PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put the headphones on and go into a game and start gaming.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, she'll wake up and she'll be like, like, oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You went and
I crashed.
You did it.
And sometimes she'll stay asleep on the couch until I wake her up and say, go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are times where she will get up from the couch and go to get in bed, and then she's like on the phone because she can't go right back to sleep.
Right.
So, and then I don't want to also leave her on the couch. Like, she always complains because sometimes she can't get back to sleep. But also, you also don't want to get left on the couch.
Yeah, right.
What's worse?
Yeah.
Sleeping on the couch or being woken up so that you can go get in bed and then have to go back to sleep? So there's this like constant like struggle there, and it cracks me up.
It's
yeah. Let me pause the show. Oh, it got quiet. Suddenly I'm going to wake up. You're waking up because it's quiet?
Yeah. What happened?
I was listening to that. No, you weren't. You were snoring, bro.
You were passive fucking.
Yeah, you were snoring. It's fine.
We're doing the Griswold mirror under the nose thing. You were fucking sleeping.
Yeah.
Go on.
You were literally snoring. And how are you waking up because it's quieter? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So bizarre. And me and Melly, when she's home, we laugh. It's like, oh, she's asleep. Cool. Let's pause the show. Huh?
Do you sleep light? Like, you would have to wind back the clock to like when Datas and Melly are actively living, like high school-ish days when he may be doing something, but you as a parent were already in bed, like passing out. Do you?
I don't think that I slept light necessarily because of the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's very much dependent upon the night.
Really?
Yeah, like there are some nights where I just wake up a lot.
Yeah.
You just wake up and you're like, what time is it? Or I have to go to the bathroom, and then you can't go back to sleep, and then blah, 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 all that stuff. There are some nights where I crash out and I don't hear a thing. And Shan's like, oh yeah, the dog got up and blah, 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 and yada, yada. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear any of that.
I certainly have dead to the world nights.
Yeah.
But sometimes I wonder, more so than Venus for sure. It's almost like one ear is always listening.
Yeah.
Like I can hear when Piper's here. I can hear the conversations late. We're already in bed. Like, the getting up, the door open to go to the kitchen to refill the water bottle. Xander typing
in Discord.
On Discord or shouting shit too loud.
Oh yeah.
Like I can hear stuff that just movements around the house. And a lot of times it was certainly the dogs.
Yeah.
Like 20 years of dogs, the sound of the doggy door.
Oh yeah.
Like I can hear that.
Yeah.
So
while you're
dog,
asleep,
I may not hear the dog or feel the dog get off the bed, but I would hear the dog door, and then there would almost be like an expectation, like, okay, he went out to go pee. And the door, the doggy door, the flaps, the back end, and then the apprehensive, please don't step on my nuts.
Oh,
God. Please don't step on my nuts. Where are you going to be? I should scoot over a little bit and move my arms so that way when Armageddon curls up, like, right. Because in the meantime, I move my arms
but
this
then
way.
You're also not trying to get awake enough that you're
right.
awake.
It's like you're
a modal. Yeah.
It's a weird state where the eyes never open, but there is an awareness.
Yeah. I have that.
And I told, God, who was I telling this to? It may have been Xander. As we have conversations about how he games late at night, the things he says and stuff like that, I said, he's never said anything offensive. But I said,
you're aware of.
Yeah, right. I can hear. I'm always aware. Like when your mom goes to sleep, and I maybe have been in bed for 45 minutes, and for all intents and purposes, I'm in bed. If you make motion or do something, I'm alert for dad mode things.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, who was it? It may have been Piper, like a conversation like, oh, I don't want to wake you up.
You're all too late.
Venus does that all.
You have no idea.
Right. Venus does that, like when she would get up for school. Oh man, perfect example is Xander leaves for school. Venus a lot of times won't, if she's wants to make a shake or something with the blender, or wants to do something, or blow dry her hair or something like that. We just had this conversation last night. She's like, I don't want to wake anybody up. The noise might make someone up. But I have tried to convey to everyone in the house, the moment Venus leaves the bed, there's a moment where I realize Venus has left the bed. She is worried that a blow dryer might wake me up, but I know every moment when she turns on the shower or flushes the toilet, or one of the kids flushes the toilet. Do they remember to jiggle the toilet in the one bathroom? Because sometimes when they slam the fucker, it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Or Venus making her coffee.
Yeah.
She's worried about the blender, but she makes coffee, and I know when she turns the coffee machine on.
Right.
I don't care. It doesn't, I'm alert to it.
Yeah.
When Xander closes his door for the last time before he gets ready to leave for school, I am waiting for I don't catch it every time, but 90% of the time I catch the door shut, and I tell him, love you, have a good day.
Right.
And I know when he walks past, I open up my eyes long enough so that he sees that I'm awake, that he's not trying to tiptoe out of the house.
Zombie dad said,
right.
But goodbye.
But
you're hearing it.
I hear all of these things.
Yeah.
And that's why I've tried
You're like in and out of consciousness a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is 100% it.
Yeah.
And Venus is like, I can't convey that enough. I'm like, make your fucking shake. If you want a shake, make the shake. You're not
use the blender.
Yeah, use it.
Yeah.
You're not going to wake me up.
Yeah.
I'm already in that awareness state where I'm fine.
Yeah.
I made one the other day. I think it was on Sunday. It was like 9. He was up late. I'm like, I'm making a shake. If it wakes him up, or if not, and it does, he's young enough, he'll just probably roll over and go fucking back to sleep. Like, I need this. This is a thing. I would like this. I'm like, you'll be fine.
The girls always were worried that they were going to wake me up when they were, Millie was doing her externship, and she was driving down to Rancho Cordova or Sacramento or whatever.
Yeah.
And Shanna, gets up earlier than me because she has to be at school early.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be like, oh, did the coffee machine or did the coffee grinder wake you up? And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
No. But there are times where I don't feel or hear Shanna get out of bed typically. There are times where it happens, but I don't hear her even get in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not universal.
It's not every time.
Yeah, but there's a...
But and then she'll get up and take a shower, and then she'll go out in the other room and she'll close the door. I don't hear the door close. Sometimes I'll wake up and go, "Oh, the door's closed."
Yeah.
The dog is a whole nother thing, especially with Stanley being the new dog in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He does this thing where he gets under the covers and he gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
He lays under there for a long time. Then he gets hot. He doesn't come back out the way he went in.
Mm-hmm.
From the head area.
Mm-hmm.
He climbs across my legs and squeezes out the side of the mattress to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And he does that across my legs. So it's like, I can feel everything you're doing. You're dragging your dick across my legs. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you're squeezing out the side. And now I hear him and he's out of the bed. And because he's a puppy and he loves to get into shit, the big concern is, is he roaming the house, getting into something?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to do that. Once it's nighttime, he seems to stay in the nighttime mode.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll curl up on the floor and cool off, and then jump back into bed. And like you said, jumps on my fucking dick every time. You know what I mean? And I was just telling Shannon, I'm like a day doesn't go by that my dick doesn't get jumped on by the dog while I'm in bed. You don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there's things that are happening in the morning.
Yeah.
My frustration is when I go to bed and I wake up at 4.
Yeah.
And then I have to pee.
Right.
And then I get back in bed and lay there for 2 hours just waiting to go to sleep. Because now the mind's thinking about something.
Yeah.
And you can't get it to cool off. And you just lay there and you look at the clock and go, oh, now it's 4:45. Cool. And then you look at the clock and you're like, oh, cool. Now it's 5:15. You're like, fuck. I mean, Shannon's going to be getting up soon. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It's 5:45. Oh, it's 6. Nice. And well, the nice thing about Shannon is she wears her watch and her watch vibrates and wakes her up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I don't hear her alarm go off. That would definitely wake me up. But, you know, there was a couple of months where that 4 o'clock bathroom stop would just kill the rest of the night for sleep. And that is one of the most frustrating things. Like,
sure,
I go to bed, I fucking crash, I'm tired, I sleep, then I have to get up and go to the bathroom at some point, and then lay here for 2 hours and not sleep. Refreshing. You know,
sometimes like the closing of the bedroom door is like almost like comical to me because I understand the good faith effort there.
Oh, absolutely.
Is to shield me from the sound that's going to happen elsewhere.
Yeah.
But the little bag weight that's holding the door open as it gets like
pushed aside,
like I can hear that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, more often, it's the Doppler pressure change of like now sound is bouncing around different. Like something has changed. What changed? Open the eyes. Closed. The door's closed. Really?
Yeah.
Well, now.
Well, your house is different too from ours because all of your bedrooms are on this side of the house. All of your bedrooms are on this side of the house.
Oh,
so
yes.
Everyone's really close. Like their bedrooms are all super close.
Yes.
Our house, our master is on the left side of the house.
Oh.
And the kids' bedrooms are on the other side of the house with their own bathroom on the other side of the house. So we have the kitchen and the great room that separates us. So I know Shanna, like when Melanie was in Portland and stuff, and Chandler hasn't been living there for a while, when she wanted to blow dry her hair, she would just go in the other bathroom and kind of close the door and blow dry her hair in there. I didn't even know she was doing that for a long time.
Oh.
So, you know,
yeah,
there's things that can happen on the other side of the house, unless it was Chandler screaming at Cod or something.
Get fucked!
Yeah. Those were the only things that you knew were going on. But when it was like Shanna getting ready or whatever, or Melanie getting up and getting ready, you didn't really hear any of that stuff from way over on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
You know, like my house is that big.
It's funny we mentioned your son. So Xander, for his first birthday, we had 2 of his friends over. 2 of his friends are also like gaming nerds. They'll play games, Minecraft, Marvel Rivals and stuff with him. But they're also band kids. We're Venus and I would gather are the cool parents. Because, you know, we show up to the things and we talk. We're still chummy with our kids. So Xander will speak in young stuff. And because I game with Xander, like we will talk openly about stuff that's probably outside of my generational.
Oh, absolutely.
Does
he use the language too that you're not?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And you're learning it because he's using it.
Right.
All
so, my daughter would very much prefer I not use it.
Right.
But I know how it's used but
Yeah.
it's
Because you're typically playing with a bunch of
right.
18
It's cringy, so I shouldn't be saying it. So,
you're that
we're
guy.
we're getting ready to take them home. Venus was, and I'm like, oh, wait. Before you guys go, I said, no one is in trouble
Yet.
but I have to know.
Yeah.
Is my son the one with the worst mouth?
Oh, because they're all using their P's and Q's when they're around you.
Absolutely.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
Now, and part of the thing that makes us like, you can, is that I have it's no different here. Like,
Right.
I'm shit, F-bombs on a low threshold, but I will cuss. They were not. And Xander
Because
does.
you know why.
Right.
They're like, I don't know. I don't think we should.
I
I
don't know
shouldn't.
I don't know how to
He's
go.
an adult.
But
Yeah.
you having a son, so when you
Yeah.
can hear your son popping off and saying, you're like, man, I'm trying to raise you right. You don't talk like that or treat people like that outside of this.
Yes.
But the lesson here is, could you play your thing without
right.
talking like that? We
Because everybody probably does it.
right. So I'm like, man, this is my opportunity to see where, and and do you, and they both went, he's not the worst.
Oh.
And I went, but do you guys, blah, blah, blah. And then they both both, so the three of them together,
Yeah.
pretty much all went into like story time about how margaritas, and then Mothma's like, and Xander, and there are two other kids that were not here that he plays with that I think are like Tennessee, Georgia.
Ted's kids.
That they both said those two have the worst mouth.
Oh.
Xander is, but everyone has their days and will apparently in chat if they're playing something, no one is offended and everyone has a terrible mouth. And I'm like, oh well, that kind of softens it a little bit. It doesn't make it easier to listen to when he's like, where the fuck are you?
Right.
And you're like,
right.
When
it's your senior 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, especially when we played Ingress, it was just like I don't need to.
Yeah, there was no filter.
We were. I just didn't say anything. We just didn't really speak
to
the other side.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
We did what we did, and the play
spoke for us.
Yes. So I have tried to push that, but it doesn't really translate well because they're playing a slightly different game where some of that is needed. But I'm like, man,
because there's active communication there.
It doesn't. Not everything has to sting. Like,
oh yeah,
kill the dude, move the fuck on.
Right.
Like and sometimes people make mistakes. You don't need to beat them on the head with the mistake. Like just how do we pick up and move? But so I got to ask as a parent. Like, honestly, is he the worst?
Yeah.
And they're like, we all do it. And it's, Now, did they leave the house with Venus dropping shit bombs and F bombs?
Oh no,
absolutely not.
Because they're not going to do that in front of their like an adult.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But
their friends' parents.
It was a hey man, tell me. How am I? And then I think when Venus got back, I'm like, well, I don't feel so bad.
Right.
We're not totally terrible parents because other kids are.
It's part of the culture now.
Right.
Yeah.
It still feels awkward, but
Chandler came over a couple nights ago, and he bought a Steam Deck.
Okay.
And I had never seen one, so he pulled it out, and we were toying with it, and he launched Cyberpunk on it.
Okay.
And I have played Cyberpunk. It's not my bag, really. And I had no idea even where I was because he was in somewhere that I didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it was a different version of Cyberpunk. I don't know.
Okay.
But he like started running around and he was playing, and he's like, "Oh, there's a thing in here," and he goes in this. He goes, "Oh, someone already took it." Like I don't know, whatever game it was like PvP, I guess. I didn't even know PvP was in Cyberpunk. So he goes, "Oh, somebody already took it," and then he moves into a different part of the area that he was in, and whoever it was that took it was there and killed him right away. And he's all, "That fucking cunt," you know. And I was like, "Oh, wow," you know what I'm saying? And I mean, he's an adult. He's got a baby on the way.
Yeah.
It's not my concern anymore.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So he's, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's 28 or whatever, 27, 20, whatever he is.
Yeah, he's aged.
Yeah. No, he's 28 because 97. Yes. So he's married. He's got a kid on the way. He doesn't live at my house.
Shit's getting real, sir.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah. Well, it was funny too because he was like, "Well, I figured with Wes coming that I if I'm gonna be able to hold Wesley and like be able to entertain myself, I could get a Steam Deck, and it's like basically like a big Switch."
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "Whatever.
Good luck.
It's your sure."
Hey,
Yeah.
you could try it.
I mean, no, it's fine. Whatever. However you don't need to justify it.
Yeah. Just
I mean,
remember
you just
to
bought
wash your hands after you change the diaper and you pick up your Steam Deck.
You just traded in your Ranger because it didn't fit the car seat and got a bigger car that fit the car seat. Hey, everybody does that.
Hey,
Everybody trades their smaller car in for a bigger car because the car seat didn't fit.
New stuff. New me.
Yeah. Anyway.
New dad.
I just thought that was funny. Go for it.
Hey, you try it out.
Oh my gosh.
We're at time, sir.
All right. Real quick.
Go.
Was on a meeting today. Meeting started up.
Okay.
One of my coworkers who knows me fairly well in the meeting, and people are just kind of coming in. Like, I don't even think the meeting had started yet.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, you gonna go snowboarding?" I'm like, "Bro, I've been sick for like 2 months. I would love to go snowboarding."
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, okay." Then he's like, "How's your car doing?" I'm like, "Dude, you're just punching under the belt
Wow.
for all the questions."
Wow.
I'm like, "It's broken. Is that what you wanted to know?"
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So anyway, I just thought that was funny.
Did they get snow last night?
I mean, we had rain.
I know we had rain, but I didn't see today. I didn't check today to see if it translated to anything up the hill.
I would assume somebody got snow last night.
I think we have to get all the way to mid-February for the next set of snow deposits. If it didn't get some. It's been a dry January.
We definitely need something that's coming from the north.
Yeah.
For some colder stuff.
We got cold. We need precipitation.
I dropped my mic.
Did you?
Anywho,
We'll be fine.
Snapped right off.
On that note, you should wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
Return the cart.
Make the call if you need to.
Stay up to date on your shots.
Check your oil, Tony.
Register to vote and vote, please.
Do the kindness.
Pick up a broom. Wear a helmet. And we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Bye.